Holy shit. Alright guys, I just fell in that lava pit and welcome back to some more Minecraft. Please don't die, you piece. Thank God for fuck off, Steve. But yeah, last episode we left off in this annoying mine shaft looking for emeralds, and since then I've got 5 total and I think I'm ready to go back. But last episode I did say that these 2 episodes would not, they're going to be separate episodes, but they're going to be very related to one another. So that's why I thought I would pick up where we left off, a little bit after we left off, but at the same time. Obviously we won't be showing the whole journey back because the whole journey here was goddamn tedious, and oh god, going back's just going to be even worse. But yeah, today we're actually going to get stuck into the reed farm, which will be good. But yeah, I think 5 emerald ores at least. Did I just say ores like an idiot? I don't know. At least 5 emerald ores are fine. I know a lot of you probably hate the fact that I'm not mining the gold and stuff. But I've got a couple of diamonds, fuck you, mate. Fuck off. God damn it, suicide spiders coming at me everywhere. But yeah, I'm really not liking... What the... I don't like this area. I was like, blah, 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 blah. God damn, I can't hear myself think over the constant damage bullshit. But yeah, this area isn't too fucking friendly, so I don't like it. So once we get out of this mine shaft, oh, what the fuck is this? Just freaking creeper fest everywhere. Just constant flow of mobs just trying to rape my face. But yeah, once we get out of this godforsaken mine shaft, we'll be able to take the journey. Oh, blah, blah. What was that? I think I just got owned by a spider web. That's a little bit embarrassing. But yeah, I have to take the long-ass journey back home. That's my coordinates I'm at now, so I'm pretty sure I'm a long way from home. I honestly forget my own coordinates, which is pretty shitty. But I'm sure after a quick little searcheroo that I'll be able to find it. But yeah, it's kind of annoying that I haven't got that shit memorized. But apart from the reed farm, what I wanted to do this episode was to craft a book and quill, or whatever that thingy was, and put a bunch of details into that thing that are irrelevant, such as my coordinates and all that stuff, and episode ideas. So if you guys want to suggest ideas and everything, I will put it into my book of secrets that are not so secret because everyone knows about it. But at the same time, it'll allow me to remember to do stuff. Such as building my freaking blaze farm, which I've been putting off for way too long. But we will get to that, and it also gives... Oh my god, I'm building a reed farm before my blaze farm. I do apologise that for a couple episodes back, we did an LPI, a Let's Play idea thingamajiggy, and one of them was to build a blaze farm or a reed farm, and the blaze farm beat the reed farm, so I feel like a bit of a dick. But it's something that just has to... Oh! Another emerald. Something that just has to be done. And these emeralds, seriously, they don't hold much value to me. They're just new, so they're much more valuable to me than diamonds, even though they don't do anything better than diamonds. So yeah, I'm a bit sick of this mine shaft. Oh my god, what the fuck? It's just creepers everywhere. I don't even... Fuck off. It would have been quite annoying had Silk Touch actually worked on that thing. Which would have been interesting. Apparently when the Silk Touch was actually first introduced, that actually did work. You could pick up spawners with your pickaxe, so that's interesting. Bit of trivia that I was unfortunately enough not a part of. So I really didn't honestly have Silk Touch in the earlier days. Oh my god, fuck off. Alright guys, I'm just going to dig straight up from here, and I'll meet you guys up at the surface. Alrighty guys, so we're back up the surface, although we are so far away, so what I'm going to have to do is actually spend a whole freaking like 20 minutes getting back to my actual base, which is ridiculous. I probably should have spent more time here getting emeralds, but I honestly, it's kind of just something I wanted to get done and then be done with it. I don't really need emeralds for anything. It's just for an internal goal within my own fucking brain to get done. But now that it's done, I'm satisfied and ready to go back to the world. But yeah, as I said, I don't know the coordinates to my own base, so we'll have to go and search that up. But anyway, guys, you guys are so lucky you don't have to watch me ponder on this place for like 20 minutes. But anyway, guys, I'll meet you guys over at the base and stop calling you guys. So anyway, guys, I'll be right back, guys. Okay, guys, so I went and checked back, an older video of mine to check out my coordinates. And, goddamn, I sound very different to when I started. But anyway, I just thought that was an interesting observation. But I came across this village, and we'll just come across it now. I just wanted to check it out with you guys, because we don't generally get to see new villages. And I don't think this is the one we saw last episode. Hopefully it's not. But one thing that did piss me off was I found some more extreme hills. No, we haven't been here before. That actually reminds me of something. Anyway, we haven't been to this village, obviously, but I found some extreme hills that I also hadn't been to, and they were a lot closer than the freaking ones we went to before. So that kind of pissed me off mildly, not gonna lie. But anyway, I keep trekking on with this thing. I'm about halfway there, I'm pretty sure. But regardless, I'll be right back, guys. Fuck that. I just found this. Okay, so 3 episodes, I think episode 69. I was in search of one of these bad boys, and I did a mini fuck up music. I can't even hear myself talk. But I did a video on a 1.3 pre-release, and there was one of the additions rather, that were added to the game. But I couldn't come across it because I was freaking pissed off. And as soon as I stopped recording just then, prior to recording this, I'm like, fuck it, I'm in a desert that I've never generated before. Look directly to the left and fucking bam, this thing's here. But for those who are unaware, this is actually a moving turtle. Not actually, it's not a jungle, a desert pyramid. And it is very cool. I've only ever had one experience with this thing, and it wasn't fun. I almost died. But if I was, I probably would have died had I not been in creative mode. So this is going to be interesting this time round. I know how this piece of shit works. It's wanting to kill me. But first we've got to disarm this thing, because it actually is completely loaded with TNT. But oh my god, this is just a clusterfuck. Die, thank you. But yeah, I don't know if there's any blocks worth harvesting in this thing. It's basically just wool and sandstone. But at the same time, it's nice to have new additions to the game. But for those who aren't aware, if we remove this blue block here, the whole thing explodes. Not really. We go down here and there's 4 chests. Now I'm going to end a pearl down here because I'm not retarded. And like last time, I just stood on the pressure pad because I had no idea. I'd never been in this thing before. But now I'm a smart little boy, so I know that I have to do that. And yeah, there's TNT underneath. So you can pretty much imagine oblivious little old me kind of shit my pants when I heard the fucking sizzle, followed by a mega explosion. So yeah, that was an interesting moment in the life. But yeah, these 4 chests will have beautiful lootations, a lot of gold. Didn't expect that, almost a half stack of gold. But anyway, I think that's probably enough checking out of the pyramid. That was a very good throw, not to toot my own horn. But anyway, I'll continue on running off into that direction roughly. This landscape does look cool. But regardless, we've got to get back and get stuck in this actual project. But anyway, guys, I'll be right back. Alright guys, so this is actually a bit more adventurous than I anticipated, but I actually just came across a desert village. That's the worst. But yeah, this is actually the first one of these I've come across in my world, obviously, any survival SMP, but yeah, these mountains over here are just fucking amazing. I don't know if the generation code's changed, but I've just gotten lucky if not. But yeah, I wanted to check this one out, this little village here. To make sure it had a blacksmith, and it looks like it doesn't, which is a bit fucking annoying. But there is a shit ton of farms, but these things do look fairly awesome. And I'm thinking of, when I do eventually work on my mini village that I build for myself, is perhaps even adopting the same sort of layout, except just making it a lot bigger. Because it does look a lot better than the actual default villages that used to be created. Oh my god, let's get some cookies. Biscuit! Aussie lingo, I think it's cookies. It's a bicky if anything, but biscuit, come on, Notch. Come on. But anyway, guys, I'm going to keep pondering along. I'm pretty much very close to my house. When I say very close, I still have another 2,500 blocks to walk. But anyway, guys, I'll continue on being Kurt J. Mack, and I'll be right back. Fuck you, Steve. Okay, guys, so I'm pretty sure I know where I am. I'm pretty sure I'm on the outskirts of my ice farm here. If not, I'm going to be thoroughly confused because, yeah, I don't know, I don't see why torches would be here. But there it is over there, that creeper. You can eat a dick and a large quantity of man milk. So, yeah, but luckily for me, I don't have to be spending any more time than I have to in this tiger biome. I really don't like the things. Ooh, ice. Cool. I guess we can do some ice skating with that shit. But what of the day for today can be... What can it be? I don't even know what it can be. There's so many words that I've already used. It's going to be piano. Amazing. But yeah, we'll do our word of the day signs at the end of the episode. And because I want to get don't any more distractions than I've already had into creating this raid farm. And we need to sleep though, because this rain is seriously fucking not sitting too well with me. But in a moment, we'll give a Bicky a chomp. This is going to be my Bicky eating debut. I don't know, they're not biscuits. My god. So annoyed. But anyway, once we go to sleep, we'll probably load up on supplies. And I've been thinking of a nice little design for this raid farm. It's not going to be this amazing feat of engineering. It's going to actually be quite the opposite. It's going to be fairly simple, but effective. That's a goal anyway. Let there be no rain. Go. Stop. 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 Thank you. Alright, so as I was saying, this thing's going to be fairly cheap and easy to make, so a lot of you guys can make it for yourself if you so desire. Oh, helmet. Thank you. Oh, fuck you. Ice. Cock blocking my helmet gathering abilities. But let's put our emeralds away. I was fucking shitting my pants at the start of this episode when I was drowning in lava. And if I didn't have this beast-like armor, I would have died instantly. But we're actually going to create something that I've never done before, surprisingly enough. And I almost did it one episode, but then I totally forgot what I was doing, lost my train of thought, and never did it. So we're going to make an ender chest, and we're actually going to have to make a second one of those, come to think of it. Because you can't actually, it doesn't really work with only one rather, we need at least two. And I'm pretty sure we can only have one set of ender chest per world, which is kind of disappointing, but at the same time understandable. So what we're going to do with this ender chest is load it up with the not the ingredients, but what we will be needing to take with us. So apart from the obvious, probably need to put some of this shit away, so just got to take note of what I don't need and then just ditch that. We need our bickies obviously, but I think that for the most part we have pretty much everything we need on us, but just to be obsessive and using the ender portal, not the ender portal, the ender chest, we'll use that bad boy for now. But I'm pretty sure of what that we will be needing, apart from that, is a few buckets to create some infinite sources, and then a bit of sandstone, which will be over at the desert. So we don't really need much more than that. We can bring some torches with us. I might actually bring a couple stacks of coal as well as some wood. But apart from that, we don't really need anything else. But yeah, we'll bring it anyway. So yeah, when we get over to the village, we'll be setting this farm a little bit away from the village itself. But at the same time, it's going to be fairly close by, so you should be able to see the village from the farm and vice versa, even if it is a little bit, I don't know, spaced out. But hopefully it looks nice. I do plan on making a little casing for the thing in sandstone, but not sure if I have enough stuff over there to begin with. But we're going to be overly obsessive, use this thing for no real reason apart from just being stupid, and we'll give it a test, I suppose. It can be our testing purpose, but apart from that, I honestly don't think I'll be needing it. But before we do head over, I do need to check over here and make sure that I haven't got any spare lily pads around, because I really do need them for this project. They're not 100% necessary, but I'd prefer if I had them, because as you know, you cannot walk on water unless you are Jesus. I'm not Jesus, and so the rest of us are just gonna have to use lily pads. So I'm kind of jealous of that ability. It would be nice if there was some boots that let me walk on water, but beggars can't be choosers, and it really wouldn't make sense to implement that into the game. I just think it would be a cool idea. But anyway, I digress. We're going to head over to the village and get started onto this build. I would jump into a boat, but I don't have a boat. Do I have a boat? No, I don't have a boat. I'm going to stop saying the word boat. Anyway, so that was a little bit strange. One thing I'm a bit pissed off is about this glass thing here. If you've noticed, you probably wouldn't have, but whenever a skeleton spawns and goes up that tube, they start burning. And that is not good, because the falling damage... it's very precise. It's set 23 blocks above the old ground level, so that way they're a one-hit kill. But when you set them on fire to the rain, what happens is that they get weakened, and then they just, they instantly kill themselves when they hit the ground. So I probably will need to replace that glass tubing and re-put, make it out of wood or something like that, because I can't have those things burning, otherwise the whole tubing thing and the 23 drop block becomes absolutely useless and makes no sense to have it. But I don't really need the skeleton farm at this point, so that's probably something I won't be focusing on too bad. And let's have I wanted to have a bicky, for fuck's sake. But anyway, before we get started into the foundation of this thing, got to get some sandstone and got to make some slabs. And I actually have a lot more than I anticipated I would, so it's actually a good sign. You could even call it a Phoxine if you wanted to be really shit and make bad jokes, like myself. So how are we going to split these? I fucking always forget. How is this done? Alright, that'll do us. But what I plan on doing is building a big, giant, fuck-off sized rectangle made out of sandstone, and then just... the fuck? That music was actually quite fitting, the sound effect rather. But once that's settled in, have a bunch of rows of sugarcane, reeds, green things that stick out of the ground, whatever you want to call them. But before we do set this up, we're probably going to have to do a bit of terraforming, which is kind of a cock-blocking activity to do. So, where I do plan... I'm going to stop saying that word. Anyway, where I do plan on setting this place up is around here, and setting it up in either a square or a rectangle. But obviously we will have to flatten this place out and obviously clear all of this shit around the place. I am probably wasting my Silk Touch more than I should be, but at the same time I have so many Silk Touch pickaxes and shovels and all that shit that it really doesn't bother me too badly. But at the same time it would be nice to preserve them as much as I can. But this probably is going to be a massive project for the time being. But I probably won't finish it all today. I'll get the majority of it done throughout the next few episodes, but as long as we can set up the foundation for this episode, I will be happy. But we've just got to plan out where we want to get this done, because obviously I don't want to be digging away mountains, so the coastline is where I probably want to prioritize my plantation, and it will also look quite nice. So what I'll be doing is probably running around the coast like a little sexy midget, and setting up this thing. And now that I think about it, instead of having a giant square, I'm planning, what I will probably do is actually go with the lip of the coastland and actually make it look kind of unique in its own little right. So what I'll do, guys, is probably work on this for a long while, and probably pick up my recording once I've cleared a bunch of land and ready to start working on the actual reed farm. So anyway, guys, I'll be right back, and yeah, dicks. Okay, guys, so welcome back. It feels a little bit strange since the last time you saw me recording. It's a new day, a whole new day, but I've been working on this thing for a fair amount of time. I've been doing a fair amount of terraforming, as you can probably tell had you seen it before, but a lot of this was actually mountain, so I had to cut that back and smoothen the shit out of it. But the good news is I'm not fucking Steve anymore. I'm this sexy stud. So that's good. That's always good. Why can't I hear anything? Alright, so that should do it. That was a bit spastic. But yeah, but this is going to be the format in which I set up the reed farm. This giant fucking rectangle is going to be reeds and sand and water and lily pads. Wow, really? Alright, so that's a little bit strange. I imagine that's a beach biome, if anything. I fucking hate taking screenshots. But yeah, this took quite a while, I'm not gonna lie. But I'm glad I skipped a lot of it, because yeah, this would have been a freaking long episode had I not. There's also about a double chest of stuff missing from here, because I did use the ender chest. I've started using this thing a fair bit, actually. It's pretty useful if used correctly, and of course it's pretty much only good on the move if you got Silk Touch, but that's something I have quite a sufficient amount of. However, this whole mob situation is kind of deplorable and kind of pissing me off, so I don't know. I don't know if I want to go manually kill all these sons of bitches, because they're just everywhere, and I probably should have lit the place up a little bit better. But as long as there's no creepers blowing my shit up, I should be right. But that is a lot of mobs. That is actually more than I thought there would be here. 4 zombies, 4 skeletons. Wow, just so many. But this whole mob talk trap. I didn't even say the word trap. But yeah, that leads on to my next proposal. Fuck. Oh, I just need to. There's one last thing I need to do here, and then we can move on. But I have been thinking of redesigning my mob trap, because I have been wanting to redesign that thing, but I'm not quite sure if it's worth doing. But like, it would be worth doing. I just don't know if I'd honestly couldn't be bothered. The current mob trap I do have is somewhat efficient. However, it does look a bit shit. But I'm not sure. If you guys think an upgraded mob trap would be a good idea, let me know via a comment or smoke signals or whatever. Fuck off, zombie. There's one freaking block I need to place and this thing's done. But yeah, that's probably a topic for another episode. Don't want you to blow up, otherwise I'll cry. But yeah, before we end this episode, we got to get stuck into this reed farm. I'm not quite sure if we will finish the whole thing, but I'd like to at least set up the place. What I plan on doing is having sandstone around the outskirts, 1 inch from the edge all the way along, and having like a framework around the outside in a giant rectangle, and it should look fairly good. Planning on having not chandeliers, but some funky lighting in it. I'm either going to use pumpkins underneath the water or chandeliers above. Either or. I guess you guys can decide on that. If you guys want pumpkins underwater to light this place up, or an in-roof lighting system, leave that as a comment, and I will pick the one that has the most votes, and we can get stuck into that for the next episode, and or whenever we pick up this project again. But before we finish this episode, what I will need to do is obviously set up the framework for this thing. So I'll go ahead and get stuck into that, guys. Keep you guys updated as I go along. But yeah, it's a little bit tedious and might take me a while, so I might sound a bit drowsy the next time I talk, because I'll be half asleep. But anyway, guys, I'll be right back. I'll keep working on this thing, and yeah, dicks. Right, so I'm not quite sure if this looks any nice other than anything else, but oh well, here we go. So I don't know what this is. This doorway. It just is. It just is what it is. I think it looks pretty cool. I don't know if it really. It looks like a weird fucking happy weird face with eyeballs. I don't know. So I'm just gonna leave that however the fuck it is. I don't care. Fucking whatever. But out here I'm gonna have a storage room. Doing a bit of maintenance, I guess you'd call it, just fixing up the flooring and stuff. Really not that fun. Not the funnest of things to be doing. But anyway, that's probably something we can probably do the rest of when I'm not recording. But before we end this episode, guys, we're gonna set up another doorway, because this thing, I don't care about an entryway over here, but we will need one over there. So we'll just place this sound down just real quick. I know I lied just a little bit, but it's just OCD. I mean, if I don't finish this, I know a lot of you guys will be itching for me to fix this up right now. So yeah, I'm just going to fix this up, and then we will work on that doorway. So how I built this one was just a random combination of stairs, half slabs, and full blocks. So it really it wasn't something that I coordinated, it was just random, so I'm not looking to repeat this at all, just something that looks a bit artsy and cryptic and weird, but it's pretty fucking metal, so I don't even give a shit. So yeah, oh, that's a bit strange. Had to get on top of this thing to put down half slabs, and if any of you guys are wondering if mobs will spawn on this, these half slabs are on the bottom half, as opposed to the top half, so well, that was fast. So mobs won't be able to spawn on that, but apart from that, we've got pillars on the side here with torches, because mobs will be able to spawn on the top there. But yeah, they won't be able to spawn on any of these half slabs, obviously, because they're not an inch tall. But yeah, so that should be right. But where we have to set this up here, I don't care for symmetry, so I'm just going to go roughly in the center. I'm not quite sure how wide I want this door to be, but we'll make it 5. We'll end this episode with a building bang. But how I basically built the other one, we'll just go through the ropes of what the creative process was, and we probably should be using this pickaxe, considering it's pretty much on its last legs. But why do I get the feeling? Oh, didn't see that. That didn't actually happen. Okay, I'm gonna go explain that. Watching some UHC whilst I was doing this, and I had to hold tab, so yeah, that's my excuse. I was watching Ultra Hardcore. Blame me though. Anyway, so how this worked is what I like to do with doorways is not just have them like square, like donkey donks. They're really donkey donks. It doesn't look nice. So actually, we might have to change this a little bit. What I like to do is have a bit of a semicircle kind of scenario going on. It's pretty fancy. But anyway, this may look a little bit strange, but how the other one worked is we'll put some full blocks there and some stairs. I don't like how glitched, not what I want. I don't like how glitchy the blocks are, as you can see. Oh wow. A lot of the blocks are ghost blocks. These ones are probably a bad example, and my rant probably looks a bit stupid. But there are a lot of ghost blocks that are being created, and it's really annoying to deal with. But it's not too bad, I guess. The majority of the time I have a full inventory, so the argument is nulled. But yeah, so to set this door up, we've got to spruce it up, not make it look like a creepy fucking Halloween mask carved out of a fucking potato. It's probably going to be the shittest Halloween thing ever, carving something out of a potato, but I have no idea. It's not a part of the Aussie culture, I guess you'd say. But anyway, I'm going to stop fucking talking shit and talking more buildy build. So yeah, this doorway, already it's not off to a good start, so we're going to have to revise this shit. But I hate how fast my freaking pickaxe digs away sand. It is absolutely ridiculous. I've removed so many blocks that I didn't want to in the first place, and it's actually pretty annoying, so that's something you just have to deal with. But whoa, what are we doing here? I don't like the look of this. I just not feeling it. It's just not coming in the air tonight. Oh lord. So yeah, what I could do is just revert to being generic, but just for the interest of awesomeness, we're gonna do this. How's this looking? Give me stairs. I hate my inventory is just completely chockers. I probably should have, thought about that. No! Stairs. That's better. Alright, so that's probably something more towards what I'm looking for. We could probably have a double doorway, but I just get the feeling that that's just too fat. I mean, I'm not fucking 10 feet wide, so what is the point of having a doorway that thick? So what we can do is just bring these in like so. Use the fancy upside downness of the stairs and try and convert that to make it a little bit more sexy than it was 10 seconds ago. And I think that's coming along alright, but obviously it's going to look weird if we don't have a roof there, so we can either go one up higher, but what I'm thinking of doing is just grabbing some half slabs, just going pure. Well, that does look a bit ugly, but what we'll do actually, we'll jump up, we'll pillar up here real quick, if we can. We run out of blocks conveniently, and round this thing off just a tad. But since these aren't the upside down half slabs, we're going to have to do a bit of fancy work here and actually put some torches down, which is kind of annoying, but necessary, otherwise you're going to have freaking mobs everywhere. But I'll probably have to do that another time because I don't have any torches on me. But yeah, this doorway is a bit interesting. This pickaxe is overpowered. And I think I better end the episode fairly soon, guys. But before we do, we obviously have to go credit the word of the day winners for last episode. Why do I get the feeling that this isn't like symmetrical? It looks wider on one side than the other, but it's not. Wait, it is. It has to be. What the fuck? Why can I not see this issue? Is that it? That's fixed. That's fixed. That's got to be it. Anyway, guys, I'll probably ditch this doorway for now because it's kind of confusing me, to be honest. But we better have a head over to the sanctuary and go do all that stuff. But before we do that, as you can see, I'm level 24, and I did get a good comment last episode, and it is told to me via some wise sage out there of the internet that level 26 is good for Whoa. That is the loudest I've ever eaten bread in my life. But I've been told that level 26 is the magic number for feather falling these days. It used to be 22, but now 26. Don't really see the difference between the two, but I'll take his word for it. It's kind of going to probably be a little bit harder to get level 26 than normal, just because of the spastic new... Well, that's really strange. Really, really strange. Oh, let's have a look at Extreme Cruelty. Not the perk from Code 4, but yeah. Oh, wow, these guys are, like, really not surviving too well. Let's see what these guys actually trade me. I haven't actually checked these guys out. Yeah, these guys are rip-off artists. I'll probably have to slaughter them. But yeah, these numbers are declining fairly heavily. There were 3 iron golems, to my knowledge, in this thing before, and approximately 15 to 20 villages. So yeah, that whole, yeah, it's looking bleak. But we will have to come back here another time and actually get stuck into that village. But that's probably going to be something for a later episode. Probably running out of time today as the sun sets. It's very symbolic of the situation that we're in, isn't it, Miss Little Piggy? What a fucked up creature that is, Miss Piggy. But anyway, Sesame Street rants aside, I don't even honestly remember if Miss Piggy is from Sesame Street. But yeah, we're gonna stop talking about fucking Sesame Street. But what is some intermission topics as we what is this? What is this word? As we journey over this large body of water. But yeah, I've been recording a lot of Tekkit lately, guys, so there should be some fairly consistent daily uploads coming these days. So that's strange for me, because I can barely hold a schedule, let alone a daily schedule. So hopefully you guys appreciate the somewhat daily videos. I can't guarantee it all the time, but in the event that I have something worth recording, it's nice to have that ability to upload daily videos. And I'll also be uploading a mixture of Call of Duty throughout the next few days. Just, I don't know, just something different. And that's also something that's helping me out upload daily. It's either that or nothing else at all. So even if you don't like Call of Duty, it's that or nothing else. So it's there if you want to watch it, and there if you don't want to watch it as well, coincidentally. But what are we doing? Probably not gonna need the more. Probably gonna need more lily pads before the next episode. Before we get stuck into the actual planting of the reed farm and stuff. Because yeah, that I'm imagining we're gonna need a bit more than a stack of lily pads in order to cover a fuck ton of water. But yeah, next episode we'll be trialing a few different formats of reeds and stuff, and all that stuff to see which is the most efficient. Not that I really care about the efficiency too much, but it's just nice to have a look. But hopefully, before the next episode, I can find enough lily pads we can actually make a decent reed farm. But we better update our word of the day sign, and then I'll go do an enchantment. But what the fuck, man? Holy shit, I'm so glad that was a one-hit kill. That was freaking risky. But anyway, guys, I'll go check the comment section for episode whatever the fuck the last one was, and I'll be right back. Alrighty guys, so I checked episode 72's word of the day, and it was claimed by none other than one Hot Tototo. So, congrats on your sign, man. I think you did request to have it changed to a different name, but I couldn't find that comment because I think you either deleted it or something or other. But if you do want it changed, please let me know before the next episode, and I will change it. But anyway, your name can be one Hot Tototo. For now, that's a fucking hilarious name. But yeah. what we shall do is place our sign here for episode 73's word of the day, and it shall be unclaimed. And I feel like a dick. I don't know if I've said a word or not, because I've been recording this episode over 2 days. But we better go do this enchantment, guys. And yeah, word of the day is vines. If I haven't said it before, but yeah, if there was a word of the day before, please just disregard that one just then. But anyway, guys, I will know as soon as I edit the video whether or not I did. I just feel like an absolute derp. Oh fuck! No, it's just so much worse with the high volume. Because the is just immensely loud in my headset. The volume in the video doesn't do justice, but yeah, it's loud. But we need to get 2 more levels before we do anything. And since our skeleton farm is in the night time, it's probably not going to burn the skeletons, so it actually may be useful for this brief period of time. But it's still going to take a while for the thing to fire up, so I will probably have to sit AFK for a little bit here. But yeah, if you guys want to give me feedback on, if you guys want to give me feedback on this episode, or whether or not you'd like to see some more Tekkit, more Call of Duty, any of that stuff, if you got any topics, questions, anything, chuck in a comment, and yeah, I'll be right back once a few of these skellies have piled up, and this cat shuts the fuck up. Okay guys, so I've just been waiting here for about, I don't know, a minute, and it's really not that impressively fast, but I'm hoping that this will get us level 26. If not, we'll just go bouncing around. Shut the fuck up. We'll go kill a few other random shit around the place, but I haven't used this thing in so long. Oh god, I think I overestimated its abilities, but at least regardless, we'll get at least as close as possible to level 26, and from there we can probably just kill a few mobs. Outside of this little house that we've got going on here, but before we do leave, we need to eat in extremely high volume. But I don't know why this cat came here. It always just fucking teleports around the place, and then just, you know, takes a dump on the chest and just sits there for ages. But anyway, I've got level 26. Looks like we don't have to go adventuring too badly. But yeah, I still need to fix up that skelly farm for the future. Although it's not necessary at all. I'm not going to be using the thing. It's just for the simple fact that it doesn't have any functionality. It's just kind of a fucking glass pipe that, you know, doesn't do much. But I've actually never watched it as skeletons climb up the thing, so this actually might be a bit interesting to those who haven't seen it, myself included. But yeah, this thing was pretty cool. If I had an ender pearl, I'd probably go up to the trees. Just seeing all the skeletons just, you know, slowly just make their way to their inevitable death, but it gives you guys a bit of look into how that thing actually works. And before next episode, I will look into getting Optifine reinstalled, so in times like those we can actually zoom in, because that is actually a pretty valuable feature. I pretty much took it for granted, but our inventory is absolutely piss full of shit. But if you want to actually help me out with this thing, my wheel of not so fortunate things, suggest blocks and different activities that can correspond to those blocks, because yeah, I want to use this thing again. I just don't know what different things we can put in, but yeah, I'm not sure if we'll be continuing the reed farm next episode. Might have a little break, but depending if I can think of something better to do will dictate whether or not we do, but I do want to get it finished, so I'm not quite sure. I guess we'll figure that out a bit later, but before we do anything else, we need to grab some torches here, because as you know, the enchanting system probably won't allow me to get level 26 unless I block off some of the enchanting boxes, whatever the bookshelves. That's the name. I couldn't think of the name of it. But yeah, the torches are pretty much the best way to fix that up. But yeah, I've never really gone for level 26, so this may take a little while. I say. But we're going to do something outrageous. We're going to make the boots up the top here as opposed to the bottom. Living life on the edge. But as you can see, we probably won't have a good chance of getting level 26. So what we're going to have to do is light up a few of these shells with torches, because that will actually block it off. I'm not quite sure how many we need to block it. Oh, fucking snap. I might even leave that there for future reference. But here we go. Hopefully get Feather Falling. And if this gets Feather Falling, I'm going to give a mini shout out to the guy who helped me out. But here we go. No, my diamond thongs have only protection 3, but I will give it another go. next time I hit level 26. But anyway, guys, that was episode 73 of my Minecraft Let's Play. I do presume. If it isn't, this may be awkward, but I presume it's level 73. All right, that'll do. I'm talking shit at this point, but if you watch the whole video, I appreciate you watching. And yeah, any feedback is welcomed. But anyway, guys, thanks for watching the video, and I'll catch you guys later for the next episode.